Hey everyone, welcome back to World's Strongest Garage. Today is a little different. It's the first time we've done something like this. It's not the Impala. It's not, me walking around a junkyard. We're actually doing a dang old revival thing. It hasn't been parked very long, but we're gonna do a light revival. I mean, it may not have been parked very long, but there could still be plenty of issues. I'm only just now looking over the truck. Everything about it looks pretty solid. It's been parked for about 3 years. According to the owner, that the last time it was ran, the floats were sticking and the transmission had a massive leak to where he couldn't even put it into gear. So that's basically all the information that we know about it. He's had it for about 7 years in total, and he hasn't done very much to it other than just drive it. And since it's been parked, the transmission fluid completely leaked out of it. So our game plan with this thing is to drop the transmission pan, replace the pan gasket, put some new fluid in it, do that first, and then we're going to move on to getting this thing running. We think it should. It's a small block Chevy, so it should. We have no idea about brakes.
They're bad, but we'll find that out later.
We have no idea about anything else. We're just going to tackle the transmission, move on to the engine, and then we're just going to keep, knocking things off the list. But hey, first revival for the channel, 1974 square body. We're going to see if we can get ourselves a shop truck finally, All right, let's look over this thing.
First casualty.
What happened now? We lose the funnel? Did it crack?
Not yet.
As long as we can get most of it in the transmission, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
So as you guys can tell, they weren't shy about the primer. They just sprayed it over everything. You can see the body's pretty straight. Not too many big dents or dings or anything like that. Got one little whammy here in the tailgate, but that's no big deal. It's what you want a truck for, is to use it as a truck. It does not have a secondary gas tank, but all in all, this whole body is pretty straight. I'm pretty excited about it. Whew. I don't know how much you'd want to trust that hitch. Might be able to tow the boat to the lake or something, but that's about it. Get to the inside here. As you guys can see, it's a typical square body. Dash is disintegrated. Floors are rusted through. That's fine. That's it. That's air conditioning. Ooh, custom boom booms. You don't need it. You don't need a glove box. That's fine. He gave us some transmission fluid, some extra parts. At least we got parts. Oh, here's the pan gasket. So we got that for the transmission. It's got this cool little split bench seat in it. It's in pretty decent shape. Has a couple holes. No big deal. I first opened this up and thought the gauges looked awesome, like they looked new, but then I just realized, there's no glass in here. But still, they look awesome. Just your typical square body Chevy. Nothing too fancy. We actually do have ignition sticks, so we'll be fine there. It's automatic, turbo 400 with a 350. Now let's go through to that. Here we got ourselves just your standard 350. We think it's a newer generation 350 because the dipstick's on this side. Not too worried about that. We're just worried about it running. It looks like, I already checked and I can tell the carburetor's not stuck. It does have, really old gas in it. Let's see here, what does it got? Yep, it's an Edelbrock. Looks pretty clean. Oh, yep. Edelbrock 1406 or 14. Can't make out that last number. I'd have to crawl in here, but just your standard Edelbrock. It's what everyone's used to, pretty much. He said that he thinks this one might have came off of a boat, though, so that's a possibility. I don't know what's the difference is there. It's got loud pipes. know, I did take a look under here, and it does look like it has new exhaust. So that's nice. Goes into some Flowmaster, so it should sound good. We got some MSD Street Fire spark plug wires, so that's fantastic. I don't know if that's MSD or just, you know, the JDM Speed knockoff that you can get for 60 bucks from Amazon. I'm just gonna dive right into this thing. I'm gonna get the pan off. I'm gonna get that changed out. We're gonna get the fluid topped up, and then we're gonna move on to getting this thing running. I checked the oil. It has almost no viscosity left. It's basically like water. So I don't really want to run it on that, so I'm going to change the oil. Let's get into it. We're going to shimmy on under here and see about getting a pan off this transmission. It's a Turbo 400, so it's a big one. Guessed right. 1/2 inch. Ooh, that breeze is nice. Perks of working on a truck is that you don't really need to jack it up. Is the back wheel chalked? Just to be safe.
I don't blame you.
Don't want to be working on a transmission and have this whole thing fly around on us. Yeah, I brought my ratchet, of course. Just gonna pop off the last few in the back and then drain it from one side.
Do we have starter issues?
And then we've heard of. He said for sure it'll start to crank. Hopefully there's no starter issues. Yeah, look at all that RTV on there.
I love that stuff.
Transmissions don't need silicone, people. Oh, there we go.
Yep. So you want to stop?
Where are the others?
You've only got 2. There's the other one.
Oh,
Good. See?
yeah, I mean, at least it had some fluid in it.
No, it wasn't dry. That's a pretty deep pan too.
Don't use silicone. Stupid.
With it.
God, it's in the bolt holes. It's in everything up here.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not in the valve body.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping we don't see any in the pan.
Oh, you're gonna have some in the pan. Hopefully it's stuck to the filter.
Yeah. You know what's awesome though? I'm gonna jinx it. There's no oil leaks.
Dumbass. God. Some days you just need to learn just to be quiet.
Nah. Where's the fun in that? We're on an adventure.
Yeah, apparently you like to have fun that way.
Yeah, at least the rust isn't bad. It's only through a little bit.
You know.
There's none in the floors actually. It's all in the rocker.
It's all in the rockers. It's right next to the rockers in the side. So, you know, other than and I don't understand how come it got a bunch in the hood and in the rockers, but the rest of the body looks good.
How not?
Unless they've changed.
Have you looked around this thing? There's not a dent in it.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they've changed a lot of pieces and high graded one. This is kind of odd.
And also the marker lights and everything that they painted over with primer.
Yeah.
They're on clearance on Holly right now for like $2 a piece.
Oh, nice.
I put a bunch of stuff in my cart on Holly.
There you go.
As you guys can see, you know, if it has a leak and you constantly have to top it up, it keeps your transmission fluid looking great. That's why you never need an oil change or a transmission fluid change.
The exhaust gasket was because it's installed incorrectly, but I'm not sure.
My thing is, I'm happy to. You should see the welds on this collector extension.
I was just noticing that, just offhand.
Yeah, I think they had the wrong size gasket, and they just they went with it.
They punched some holes in it and made it work. So it's looking good.
Hey, whatever works. We'll see if we have an exhaust leak. Hopefully.
Don't get it right.
Oh no! Keep dropping everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious to see that, because everything else on this truck looks pretty good.
It's fun to do one of these on the road revivals, huh?
Oh yeah, you never know what you're gonna run into.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
No more.
So, yeah, I think we can go for more. It might be close to out, honestly.
Not yet.
I just meant the bolt might be. No,
Not yet.
So far what I'm seeing looks good, but we'll know more when we drop the pan. I think we're probably good to pull this. Oh, stupid wind, hold on. The wind's blowing it around.
Yeah, well, it felt good a little minute ago.
All right.
Went all the way out and just down.
I think we'll let it drain a little bit and then take it down. I just don't want to make a mess in his driveway, you know. I mean, it's already covered in kitty litter, but
I get
still.
that, but we don't need to put our...
Yeah, we don't need to put our stamp on it.
Yeah, we really don't need to mark our spot. We're not staying.
Let's take it off.
Hopefully you have another one. You want it off?
Did you just loosen them a little bit more? Oh, okay.
Keep coming down.
Oh. That might be all she's got.
Ah, we'll take her off. Well, the leak must have been in the front because the silicone's holding that one bolt in. She fell out now.
Shit.
Oh, good God.
What?
What's a gasket on these things? $3. They got $20 worth of silicone on it.
I can't drain this pan well under here.
Can you slide it forward? Slide it. Set it. Take the gasket off of it. Set it in the pan. We'll slide the pan out.
There's still a lot of fluid in there, but I'm not seeing any big chunks. Yeah, so this is why you guys don't want to run silicone on your gaskets. You see how much of the silicone made it inside the transmission? It didn't flake off yet, but I mean, we don't know that yet either, but there's still so much in here. Oh, dirty, dirty, dirty.
You're not going to believe this, kid.
Is it spotless?
Almost.
Almost spotless?
There is a thimble full of clutch material in this thing, and that's it.
Well, let's hope that's a good sign.
I'm telling you, either somebody cleaned this up thing really good, or...
Who knows? Maybe we got lucky and we got another rebuilt transmission. And they use silicone because they're professional transmission builders. That's what all the pros use.
We're going to drop the tailgate, kid. No, we're not.
Does it not drop?
Well, the handle's duct taped shut.
Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
I don't know.
Ask that question.
I didn't ask if the tailgate worked. I guess I should have. Not buying it now.
I guess we might have crossed that bridge.
Whole reason I buy a truck was for a tailgate. Don't want it.
Yeah, the tailgate don't work, so we're calling it a day.
Oh, I guess I should show you guys this thing that we found. Homemade gas tank. So, probably filled with rust. We're gonna find out. Cool thing is though, it has a little drain plug right here, so if we do need to get it all out, hopefully we can. Speaking of which, you got any looby dooby anywhere? Yeah, we're starting to have the sunlight right above us instead of
We got here right at noon, you know, so everything is gonna get a little
casting a shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty hot today. It's supposed to be like 105 or something. We don't know, but I'm just gonna lube this thing up real quick, just in case we need to get it out. Oh, I guess I need to open it first. There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
it's got the whole camera and everything. Sorry guys, you guys shouldn't have been standing there.
So that's why I gave you a rag.
Okay, gotta let that.
Let her eat a little bit. Here, look at this.
Hold on a second. Let me just
I'm absolutely amazed. Oh, you did. You just attacked her pretty good.
I blasted the heck out of it. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, here's the transmission fluid. Looks pristine.
I don't know what these...
It's a little magnet there.
Yeah.
There is no drain plug.
Oh, I thought there was a plug under benign, but it's just a magnet.
That's just a spot for a magnet. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Could almost reuse that.
I think we should run it through a paint filter. We'll be good.
All right, back under here, I got the filter off. So as you guys saw, the fluid, the filter, everything looked clean. So far, it gives us no sign of worry. or we should worry a lot because someone decided to change all the transmission fluid. I don't know. So I'm gonna get the new filter in real quick, which is just one bolt and a little spacer. Spacer goes on top of the filter right here. Yeah, the spacer goes on top of the filter right here, and then you just send the bolt up through the bottom. I didn't know it would have a spacer like that. That's odd to me, but here it is. It makes sense for why the bolt's so long though. And honestly, with how clean the fluid was, I don't even know if we needed to change the filter. But we got one, so we're gonna. So you guys, I've never messed with a Turbo 400. Pretty much my only experience is with that Power Glide, but they all are pretty simple for a filter change. Usually just gotta line up a tube or two and a bolt or two, change a pan gasket, and you're good to go. I say that as this doesn't want to fit on the tube. Maybe I need to test fit it first. Jeez. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? That we may be reusing filters. This one's rubber grommet. Seems like it doesn't want to fit over this tube at all. It's wanting to like cave it in. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Oh shit. Well, pulled the tube out of the transmission, so that's good.
That's always a good sign.
I don't know if that's bad or not, but you know, it's not what I wanted. Well, I guess we'll line that back up. Where's your home? There it is. Okay.
You know. Okay, we're running out of shade.
Yeah. Noticed that too, did you?
These tools are gonna get hotter than a call girl when the fleet's in.
Filter is tight. There we go. Alright. Now I just need to clean up the surface here, and then we should be able to get the pan on. My dad's already working on getting the gasket set up on the pan, so should be quick and easy. Because I said that, it's not going to be.
Ooh, I like that.
Are you really working on cars if you're not huffing brake clean?
You know, if you don't get a little high every once in a while, it's just not the same. Gas fumes, brake clean.
This is how you tolerate working on cars, is all the brake clean fumes.
Not like the good old days where everybody had lacquer thinner. Come on.
Do you have the pan ready?
Yeah,
Cool, I'm ready. Oh, shh.
it's a little warm. You need gloves?
Hands me the pan that's been sitting in the sun for an hour. Sorry. Okay, it's been like 15 minutes, but like it is 105 out here, so it's spicy is my point.
Why is it spicy?
It's so dramatic as it's burning through my pant leg. Oh, thank you. I was just gonna tough it out, but since you got gloves.
Well, you know. I know how you princesses are. I'm going to hear about it all day if you don't get
Yeah, I'm a princess, okay? Did you see my fingernail polish?
I saw the two different colors, but you know, it was chipping and I didn't want to get y'all pissy this morning because you didn't go out of the house looking your best.
All right, I'm ready for it now. I just need to be able to drag it across my body.
Oh, that might be a chore.
What's funny is that now I'm holding it without the hand that's gloved, so
Oh yeah, you know.
just burning the fingertips off the other hand.
I gave you two.
You did, and I only put on one.
and you
Yeah, I
used
know.
One. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put it on my pin pan, so come feel how strong it is.
We're gonna have to find an auto parts house, kid.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What else isn't wrong here? Okay.
Um,
Focus on the task at hand.
I'm well aware of that. I was just going forward because we're going to have to try and make this thing run, and we have a vacuum leak that's just not going to go away.
Oh, is it on the carb?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, we probably should have thought to get vacuum plugs.
Yeah, because these are rotted. And that's the issue we have, is we got one split up here pretty bad.
Yeah, well, we're learning.
Well, you know.
This is the first revival.
I thought
we've watched too much YouTube, and now we think we're pros at this.
Oh, this never goes smooth. You know better.
Well, no, we're just learning how much stuff they actually bring with them.
Oh yeah. All the stuff that's off camera that we don't get to see.
Yeah, it's fun though. I'm having a good time. It's hot, but
It's really not that hot.
I mean, my nethers are just hanging out in the sun. So
well, you know, you wore them black shits.
I say we follow through with whatever we can right now. We'll see if it at least cranks. Maybe we can get some fire out of it.
Yeah, we'll go for it. But with the vacuum leak we got, it's going to be.
Yeah, no, tuning it's going to be an issue. But if we got a vacuum leak, then we'll go solve it. I just want to make sure it runs first, you know. Well, we're getting there. It just has, 17 bolts to put in.
You know.
I don't even think that's an exaggeration. I think there is.
You may be right. Hell, I don't.
There is a lot of bolts. I want to say there's like 13.
There's more than one. I know that for a fact.
Sorry, my fat arms are just getting in your guys' way. I mean, you guys don't want to see me putting in bolts anyway. I'm going to finish this up, actually. I'll talk to you guys in a second. All right, so got the pan on. We're going to fill up the transmission. Goal is to try and get it running before we drain the engine oil, to break up any sort of big chunks in there. Try and get it somewhat warm to drop that oil. But the problem is that my dad found that this hose is a little crunchy. We can't move this. For a flexi hose, it has no flex left. It just wants to crack and disintegrate off. So we may need a radiator hose. We've seen that we need some vacuum plugs, but we know the carburetor's free. We don't know if it has spark, but we're gonna test that by trying to fire it. Basically, we're gonna go in there. We see that the fuel filter has gas in it, so we're gonna assume that the fuel pump's good. And we're just gonna go for it and turn the key. We know it spins over already. Like I said, this is a light revival. We trust the engine enough to spin it by the key, is what I'm saying. We'll test for spark if we need to. But right now we're gonna get the transmission filled up. We're good to go. All right, we're gonna try and start it off the ignition and see what happens. You ready? Yep. Clear. Cranking. All right, it cranks. Getting any fuel yet?
We got a couple squirts. We're not pulling any fuel.
Okay. Is there nothing in the bowl? I mean, in the filter?
Just a little bit. It's shot in there twice, but you keep cranking it and it's like it's getting nothing. It's not like it's pulling fuel.
Oh, don't lean on that radiator hose.
No, you won't.
There's nothing.
Yeah, there's no fuel coming up into the filter either. As much as you cranked it, we haven't got anything up in the filter either.
All right, let's go get some gas and some vacuum plugs and stuff, and we'll come back.
Yep.
All right, I had to make a quick run to the parts house to get some vacuum plugs, a little PVC grommet, and we got some True Fuel.
Oh shit.
And found another issue. What'd you just pull out?
Nothing.
What just came out of the side of the carburetor?
Nothing. Don't worry, we got some silicone.
Stop touching stuff. The more you touch, the worse it gets.
Yeah, apparently. You want to get in that tool bag in there and grab that gorilla snot out of there.
There we go. So we had to block off this vacuum grommet. It was already destroyed. This thing he touched and it basically fell out. So he put that back in. I got it on me. Yeah, you can have that back. Now we're gonna try to fill up the bowls of the carburetor and see if we can get it to pump some fuel. I'm gonna apologize already because there's someone down the street running their nitro RC car, so it's gonna be loud. Oh, geez, dude, down the app everywhere. See?
Well, as long as you get it in the carburetor.
It's way too much. It's perfect.
You gotta squeeze it in there.
Twisting the ignition. You ready?
Yep.
Want to pump it?
Go ahead.
Cranking. It runs. All right, so we're running into an issue where we had this homemade tank that is rusty on the outside, which means it's definitely rusty on the inside. We're not being able to pull fuel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get some gas. I didn't bring any, you know, because we thought maybe we might have to siphon some gas out of that tank. So we left the jug empty. So we're gonna go get some gas. I'm gonna pour it into here. Well, we're gonna stick the fuel line into it and make sure the fuel pump's working. We need to get a new radiator hose, because this one's on its last leg and it's either gonna burst in our faces or suck shit into the motor, and we don't want to deal with that. Dad's here just pulling it off. I personally wasn't gonna worry about it, but you know, he's probably smart for this. I just would have been on the side of the road, you know, flagging him down for help. Oh, different size on this one?
Yeah.
What the heck is even that?
What the hell is even that?
It's an old style. It goes back to the day when they were 3/8 instead of 1/4 inch.
Still holding pressure.
It's
This is a good system.
I don't think it's bad. This radiator hose is scary.
It's just water.
That's fine.
It smells.
Oh shit.
What's wrong with your end? It's okay, the motor's drinking it.
Yeah, great. No thermostat in it. Hang on. You're not gonna get it that way.
A man can try it.
Yeah, he can try, but that ain't.
I think I was getting it.
Oh, you were.
At least it's just water. God, this stuff stinks if it's just water. I was gonna take it out to the... Oh, there's bushes. I was gonna try and see down in there if we got a...
Gee.
Oh yeah, it's peach.
You mean it was perfectly fine?
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's just a little crunchy.
Yeah, they all sound that way.
Yeah, crunch is fine. Look at this whole car though. The whole truck is crunchy. Don't worry about how crusty and rusty and everything that is in there. No, we don't need to worry about that. I see how cracked it is, okay? I get it. Yeah, look.
No thermostat in there.
There is no thermostat in there.
No.
Good thing we got one.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. Well, it's a good thing we got a thermostat. Are we just gonna run and get some gas?
Need gas and radiator hose.
Gas and radiator hose and ring filter. We're gonna need to get one of these.
We have to find out if the pump's any good, which means we need to be...
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm gonna guess the springs in the motor.
I'm gonna say you're probably correct.
That's what you want to see.
I'm not...
Pretend we didn't see that.
I'm not even going there. This is you and...
Oh.
Find...
Ooh, piece of candy.
Oh, I'd take that out of there, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'd take that all the way out. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
So, that was in the radiator. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but I don't think so.
Shit.
Need some power steering fluid, and Dad's getting it almost in the motor.
I put a funnel in it and everything, you know.
At least it's not completely dry anymore. We'll tell him.
It has a better shot of working now than it did before.
We'll tell him we'll just hose it down afterwards. Should we check that bottom radiator hose?
It looks good.
It looks. It's good. It's good.
Like everything else on this thing, it's fantastic.
Oh.
What?
That crunch wasn't. That wasn't the protective cover. That was the hose.
Oh, no kid. That's a little crunchy too?
And that's one of the actual rubber hoses.
Oh, nice.
See, listen.
Oh, that's a sweet one. I'm surprised that, you know, we haven't...
Let's go get some hoses. Let's go to the parts house. Got the proper radiator hose for it, which, in case you guys are wondering, it's that part number right there. And if you're wondering if we're going to put a thermostat in it, the answer to that would be no.
I love it when a plan comes together.
You saw no antifreeze in here, right?
Not that I saw.
I just want to make
We
sure.
took all the water out of it over there.
We shouldn't have touched that. Should have just left that cap on. Filled it from somewhere else. There we go.
Really?
Just pretend that cap is okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's hope we don't need to go underneath anymore.
That's not my department.
Good thing it's hot today.
Yeah. Ooh, same as the other one.
Yep, just as crusty. Yeah, that's a nice breeze.
That is feeling nice.
See here. How indeed. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna set you down so I can get this hose on. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there?
Before you got this all wet, I was going to disconnect the fuel line here. And,
You're not gonna do it from the pump?
huh?
Oh, you already disconnected one.
And no, the hose is no looking good.
And since we have line, might as well replace it.
Oh shit, yes.
You could have got the little one.
Alright, so this is our temporary fuel setup. Popped off the fuel line down there at the fuel pump. We're just going to verify if the fuel pump actually works. But just in case, we cut enough line where we can set this guy on the floorboard if we need to. Attach it to a pry bar. Keep it from, you know, closing itself off and starving for fuel. And now we're going to see if this thing actually fires. Well, first we need to, do we need to refill the bowls?
Already done.
Or they should be good to go?
It's already done.
Okay. Oh, you already did it. That's right. That can come off. All right. Try number 2. Cranking. Is it idling? Good. It's surging, but it could still be that 50, that 40 mix we put in there.
No. It's got junk in it. I think it's bad gas in the carburetor. It's got a lot of garbage in it.
Yeah, we should probably mix, once that gets sucked down, mix some Berryman's into that gas tank. That's it. It's full. Oh yeah, there's no thermostat to open.
Yeah.
We discovered there's no thermostat in there in case I didn't get that on video. See how wobbly that power steering pump is?
What are you talking about? The belt hasn't fell off yet, has it?
It might.
It won't. God. Always Mr. Negative.
Yeah, I'm the negative one.
Cleans up though.
Sounds great.
That's awesome.
That sounds great. Is it duals?
Twice pipe, man.
Oh.
It's twice pipe.
So, should we clear out the driver's seat?
I told you those flow mats are good.
Yeah, I know. I need to clear out the driver's seat real quick. All right, I got updates. So we got it out and we got it turned around, so it had reverse. It can drive. It's low on fluid, so we need to top that off, and we're going to change the oil real quick. It seems like it has a sticky brake somewhere, or the front rotors could just be rusty. We're going to drive it, see how it goes. We know the back end's free because we jacked it up and just checked it, so the back brakes are good. We're hoping it's just stuck rotors on the calipers, and then hopefully we should be able to hit the road, because it's hot and this camera keeps overheating every 5 seconds because it's so hot. Got a new air filter, so you know it's about to run 30 times better. Sorry again, the camera overheated, so I'm just going to drain the oil so we can change it and get the heck out of here. I don't know why it's so stuck, probably because this thing pans so whoop-de-dude.
I have a feeling it's because it got dinging.
Spicy oil. Smells like gas. Oh, this stuff is gritty. Oh, the wind is bad at that time. Yeah. All right, so I got the oil filter off. Luckily, I was able to just heave-ho that thing off. But it was hot. My hand hurts. Fingers are spicy. But it's off at least. We forgot a oil filter wrench. Yeah. Oil's almost done. We're just gonna screw on a filter and change the oil and be on our way. And for the new oil filter, got ourselves a Wix. Just going to, just get a little bit of oil there. Just a dab all the way around there and just lube it up. Just get plenty of that old stuff. That's good. Now it is a myth that you need to pre-fill your oil filters, by the way. It's nice because it helps you get oil pressure a little bit faster, but it's not necessary.
What's that?
And also, hand tight's enough, people.
Nah, you gotta put a wrench on it, torque it to 35.
That's whoever put this last one on did. Can you go back in? Oh, God. I didn't realize this was magnetic.
Newer drain plug?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a newer plug. Was there anything on it?
There's a little bit, you know.
Normal wear and tear?
About a fingertip's worth.
That's normal wear and tear, probably for a motor of this age.
I'll wipe that off. No big chunks or anything, so that's nice. It's better than our Impalas. Yep. All right, ready to fill it in with new oil. All right, so we ran into some issues. Small ones. We did get it running, we did get it driving. Sorry, I'm not able to film a lot. These damn things keep overheating. But we made it about, I don't know, 400 feet from the house where we got it. But luckily there's a O'Reilly's right there. Unluckily, it had none of the parts we needed. So we drove the 3 other ones, got everything that we need for the brakes, because that's what we're dealing with right now. The rears seem to be like they're unstuck, but this front passenger is really hot. It was just stuck solid. But we got a new line just in case that's the issue. But I also grabbed the new caliper just in case. We're probably gonna replace both just to make sure that we don't have to worry about it. And we need to do it quick because I guess we're not allowed to work in this parking lot, but we're going to anyway. So yeah, we're gonna get into busting this stuff off. Yeah, we don't really have a choice. So, 'tis the game. I need to get the jack out, which I put inside the cab. Thank God for rapid pump jacks. Are you able to get that tire off? Cool. Is that C-clip on the inside of the frame? Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Well, you didn't get any caliper lube either.
Nope. a 1. Oh. Okay. Don't know why we didn't put this on the electric ratchet. Long-winded?
4 threads.
A lot more threads than that. It's not hot anymore. That's nice.
You have to pry it off of there. Big screwdriver or the pry bar. It's in the gas tank.
Back again, huh?
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Oh, you are wonderful.
I buy them for the store for a reason.
You are my new favorite.
Oh my God. This is quality service.
Thank you, dear.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
God.
Yeah, every time Riley has a sale, I just buy like 6 cases of water and just shove them on back.
Do you know if they give anyone a hard time for quickly working on something?
Nah, you're
No.
fine.
Okay.
Just providing you just don't like.
We're not going to be here for a week.
No,
And
no,
we're not
no,
gonna
no.
have
We're
big
replacing
oil
a
spot.
brake caliper and then
Yeah.
bouncing.
Nah, you should be fine. I had a guy that was like deliberately leaving his shit out, but you guys seem to be respectful. We don't give a rat's, so you're fine.
Oh, appreciate that. Thank you
you so
very
much.
much.
No worries, have a good one.
That was super nice. One of the O'Reilly's ladies brought us out some water.
Oh, it is cold.
And it's ice cold.
And it's nice.
There we go.
What do your pads look like?
Yeah, they still look good. They're melted, but they're good.
If you ever wonder what a red neck looks like, it's this right here. Oh,
Oh, am I burnt a little bit today?
oh yeah, you're fried.
You don't say. I can feel it on my forehead.
Oh yeah, it's clear back to here.
Did I get my bald?
You're gonna definitely not want to wear a hat tomorrow.
That's good. What's awesome is that there's a little metal stopper on this that stopped me from getting a wrench on it.
Ah,
It just needed to be at the right angle.
you just needed to hold your mouth right and quit being so damn negative. Wonderful. There it is.
I was right there.
Perfect. Wunderbar.
Okay. Oh, it's pulled tight because of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I have back there, I don't see a clip. It looks
Okay.
like this is threaded into one of those like half washer things like you put on the taillights.
Yeah.
You know, like the. So we probably do need to take it off the caliper and see if we can spin it. All right, we got the old line out, new line going in.
And these 10 nuts, they are
Fickle.
just, very, shit, what happened there?
Did you get it? You're like, what happened there? Oh, I got it.
Oh shit.
That's convenient. Lights came on. And to run inside buy some caliper grease since we're putting new ones on here. Might as well do it right. You want to lube these sleeves up. They go inside your caliper. No, it's under the Classic Industries box. I dust off our, freshly new paint brake pads. There we go. They're definitely broken in. Go. Went in there and bought some orange glow, did you?
I had to. I was gonna get this stuff off with just wishes and prayers.
It's nothing
Usually they
terrible.
are. It's pretty straightforward. Hey, when I pick a place to fix stuff, it's always with a nice bright light.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was nice when those things kicked on. I thought we were going to be out here in the dark.
Heck no.
Damn. 35 foot-pounds good enough? Okay. Good. Now, copper washer on top and bottom.
Yep. Okay, Riley said no more shopping. That's it. It's over.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. Those two that work this store are actually pretty good people.
Yeah, honestly, all of them were, except for the one dude at the North Texas store. The one after was good.
Yeah.
The one before wasn't.
Before he didn't want to be there.
He didn't want to help no one.
No.
Come on. How tight is tight? Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
As long as it's not going to leak.
One. Yeah. That's good.
Ripping, you got to push it another 4/8 of a turn.
Okay. Need that nut and bolt. There we go. People right next to us?
I have no idea what they're doing.
Yep. There we go. Alright, now we got the new caliper and line on. We're gonna need the bleed brakes. As you can see, it's nighttime now. But hey, it's a lot cooler. Since we're doing this, should we see if that side bleeds first?
Always furthest away from the master cylinder.
Oh, I understand that. Just what I meant was, do you want to make sure that that one gets fluid before we start bleeding?
Oh, just crack the bleeder. It'll start.
I meant the one that we haven't touched.
Oh, we don't have a tire off of it yet. It's still on the ground.
Oh, I mean, I think we could reach in there, but...
Both lights work. Both lights work.
You got both?
Yep.
Cool. Nope. I'm rounding it out. This one seems to fit better. Nope, it's rounding.
Just in case, I do have 2 more waters coming for you guys because I used to work at Starbucks and they're closing up. So they asked if you guys might want some waters. I just went ahead and said yes.
Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. You too, thank you.
Okay, it's 3/8.
Just only a socket?
Huh?
So just only a socket?
I don't know. Where's your other Where's your other
It's right underneath you.
caliper?
It's right by your left foot.
God, that is a cheap piece of shit. China's
Yeah,
best.
I told you it was rounding right off.
China's best.
No matter what we did. Maybe these ones are a little better.
They're definitely deeper. And I had this one off earlier.
Those older ones are probably not going to round off nearly as bad as these ones.
You got brake fluid here already, so we're ready to bleed this car.
Okay. Should I go test the other side and see if we need to swap that out before we start bleeding?
See if it'll bleed.
Okay, you said that was 3/8, right? Nope, this one's bigger. This one's been danced with once or twice.
7/16.
I guess so. Okay, well that's too big now. So yep, it's an 11.
There we go.
So it's metric.
Yeah.
It was an 11, that's why. I can take this bleeder completely out with no fluid.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Yeah, we might be doing another side.
Yeah.
Good thing we got the shit for it. Now apparently we ran into some really nice people here. Starbucks lady just came and brought us out some nice big ice waters, and that was really nice of them. We're gonna get this line off because it's kind of a 2-person operation. I'll be back.
Never good when you have to use a pick before you can use it.
Well, you gotta excavate it first.
No.
Try to knock the bulk of it off before I do a little spritz.
There's a
Fuck.
couple of those little items like that here.
That one just shot in 6 different directions when I tried that.
Nice.
Oh, careful. I think I cracked the Bondo on this fender.
You think he's not making it home?
Right there. A-arm just fell out somewhere. There it is. Oh, we finally get fluid over here?
I doubt it.
Oh, yeah, we did. It just spritzed out the hole.
Didn't do it under pressure, so this line is probably closed up.
This one even came wrapped.
Caliper, need brake line.
Hey, this one's painted, the other one wasn't.
Damn it. Got chipped.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were waiting on the brake line, my bad. Figured it would have drained out just like all the other one, like the other one did.
This one seems to, you know,
Be holding on?
It wants all of it. Pushing it in there as hard as you can.
Yeah, oh, well, it just slipped through some more. There we go.
Yeah, that's what the last one did.
So they actually say you're supposed to, in part of your brake maintenance, you're supposed to grease your calipers once every year.
Probably.
So, just in case you didn't know and you've never done it, you'll probably be all right, but it is part of the process.
You son of a bitch.
He didn't mean that. He wasn't calling you guys that. It's okay. There she is. Yep. Now that I know how to do this time, it's going to be a lot easier. Don't hook this in first. Ow. Fuck. I mean, crap. I mean, shoot. Hey. Torque. Get there. Yes. Yes. Yeah. This one actually worked. I'm still gonna swap it out though. Yes, we're gonna quickly bleed these brakes, clean up so we can get out of here. It's already like 10 o'clock. We're just trying to make it home. We still have a 2-hour drive. So we're gonna get these bled quick because everyone knows how to bleed brakes. You press the pedal, you release the air, and you do that multiple times. That's what we're gonna do real quick. Then get out of here. Got the brakes bled. Now it's time to get these tires back on. No, 4th of July was yesterday. People are just still celebrating. Which, by the way, happy 4th of July. Oh, it's just easier this way. There you go. I kicked the jack, you know, which is what's holding us up.
Well, you know, at least the jack stand would have saved you from being completely crushed.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't pull that yet. Oh, combat roll. Nope.
It's better than no roll.
Now we got everything back together. It seems like the starter just went out, so that's good.
Hopefully there's no starter issues.
So we're gonna beat on it. Yeah. Try it now?
Yep.
Okay. Why? That's a quick update. Starter was bad. Well, not bad. Apparently all the connections were bad. So we had to drop the starter, bench test it, make sure it was good. Now I gotta try and get it back in. It was hard enough to get it out with the headers. So here we go. And I'm not gonna show you because I need both my hands, so I'm sorry. But we'll see if it starts afterwards. All right, we got the starter hooked back up. It's freaking midnight. Which means we've been working on this thing for a straight 12 hours. But let's see if it starts. Here's, go baby go. A couple pumps. You know, the starter bench tested great. So we thought it would be all right. Starting to think not. But we just needed to start once. Once is all we need. It's hooking up a jump box, so hopefully that'll work. But if not, it's been a long, hot day for nothing because there's no way we can get a starter right now. You ready?
Go ahead.
We might have gotten one good start out of it. All right, guys, we got it started. Sorry, it's pretty dark, but transmission is slipping. We don't know if we got a good truck here or not, but it's driving. I don't think we're gonna make it tonight because if we have to shut it off to refuel because we're running off a gas jug, I don't think we're gonna be able to get it started again. So we're gonna come back, park it at this guy's house, and hope for the best. All right, hey everyone, we're back. Last night things did not go well. Unfortunately, it was around 1 a.m. by the time we finally got this truck started again. So we had some issues yesterday. So yesterday we were facing transmission pan leak. We knew that was happening. We fixed that. We got the engine running again. It was pretty quick. Like, I mean, it took us a couple seconds. We put gas in it. It ran. Gas tank wasn't picking up any fuel. So we put it in a gas jug and we were going to drive it back that way. Things didn't work out entirely. We by the time we started driving it, we realized the front brakes were locked up. We were hoping it was just rust and they were breaking loose, but they were completely locked up. We stopped at that O'Reilly's that you guys saw. We had to drive to 4 different parts stores to get all the right parts. And we finally got the calipers, the hoses, you guys saw all that. And then the starter died on us at like 11 o'clock at night. So we got it back to the seller's house. He was cool enough to let us keep it here. And that's where we are now. I went and grabbed a starter from O'Reilly's early today. Hopefully it's the right one. We're gonna pull this one out and put that one in, and hopefully we should be off to the races. And this thing should drive us home, hopefully. That's the game plan anyway. My dad checked the spark plugs real quick. They look like they're good. Might have been gapped a little small, but they're good still. They're firing. I'm gonna hop under here and swap out a starter. Told you guys I wasn't gonna show you that last night because, well, I needed both hands, but now I guess I'll show you today. And today is 111 California heat. Yay. I'm wearing a hat today because whole top of my head is beet red. All right, let's get to it. All right, so change of plans. It started, so we're gonna go. We're just gonna take it and go. We have a starter. We have things to fix this thing if we need to. It's just, we're just gonna hit it and go. Oh, you need keys. Of course, I took his keys, so he was about ready to follow me. Not at all. Here we go. Our first real trip in this old girl. Seatbelt's hot, real hot. You pour some water on that. She's moving under her own power. go. Got a 2-hour drive back. It's roughly 100 miles. We're gonna see how she goes. Oh, the seatbelt's melting my gut. So if y'all hear bacon frying, that's my gut. It's on fire. God, I feel so scrunched in this thing. Being 6'3", 300. Ooh, it does not want to get up and go when you're on the gas. Being 6'3", 350 pounds, this thing is tight. Especially with this little split bench seat in it. Almost didn't open up my air conditioning, that wing window. There we go, that's better. It's not. So far it has oil pressure and the temperature's sitting at about 190, 185. But we know that this thing doesn't have a thermostat in it, so that's probably going to help us. And we have one, but we didn't feel like putting one in it. So here's hoping we make it. We got exactly an hour and 55 miles left, so here we go. I say miles, I meant minutes. Y'all knew what I meant. Alright, so we pulled off real quick. Had to top off the fuel jug. We found a fuel jug on the side of the road. It's one of those nice VP racing ones, so then we grabbed that and blew it out and filled that up. So now we have two. So we got twice the capacities. We needed to top off the transmission fluid. We did that. It was a little low. Now I'm airing up all the tires because they were only at like 26 psi. And then we're gonna hit the road again. So far the temperature's holding, oil pressure's holding. So far it's seeming good to us. We'll see how it goes. Sorry it's so loud. We're about half hour into our trip. So far everything's going well. Temperature hasn't risen or gone anywhere thanks to the NOAA thermostat. Oil pressures are still good. And we're just chugging along. So far this thing can do 50, 60, no problem. We haven't pushed it much more than that because we don't need to. And plus it ain't no speed demon. It'll roast the tires though, I think. It chirps them when you come to a stop. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good truck for us, for the channel. Yeah, here we are. Just cruising along. Singing songs, because there's no radio. Brakes work well, so definitely needed those calipers and lines. So this is just a great old truck. I love it so far. I've about an hour and 20 minutes to go. All right, we're less than an hour away from home, which is great news because I am hot. 114-degree day to drive a vehicle with no AC, which I'm happy about. I love this truck. I don't care, I'll drive it. But yeah, make sure to have some fluids is what I'm saying. But yeah, this thing is a blast to drive. It runs, it drives, it stops, it gets up and goes. This thing's great for what it is. You know, I said it was a light revival at the beginning, but we had to do everything. First we had to change the oil pan, the transmission pan fluid, transmission pan gasket. We had to change the fluid, change the oil. The carb does need to get gone through because it has a little bit of a lean pop at certain times. So the carb is a little gunked up. But since it's running and driving, we decided to go for it. It needs a starter. We had to put all new front brakes on it. You know, so I said it was a light revival, but it's pretty much just how you would a car that's been parked for 15 years, same as a car that's parked for 3 years. You know, so just be prepared to spend some money on top of the money that you spent on the truck. I'd say a good $500 cushion on parts, and you guys should be golden if ever any of you wanted to attempt this. It's pretty straightforward. As long as you got a good running motor, a good transmission, you can make it anywhere. You can always tear apart a carb and clean it. You can always throw a starter on. You can always do brakes, unless it's one of those oddball vehicles where you can't find any parts. But luckily a Chevy, you can find everything. You just have to go to 6 different parts stores first, which honestly, that's what took most of our time yesterday. Woo! That was a big bump. That's what took most of our time yesterday, was driving all the parts stores. It took about 3 hours. So that's why we ran out of time to get a starter. But we were so like tired from the heat all day yesterday, and just tired in general, that around 1 a.m. when we called it quits, and it was just time. Today we just started up and ran, and we were like, we're good to go because we had a starter. Since we have a starter, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if it did go out and we had to shut it off, we had one we could change it. Right now, it's cruising. We haven't had to shut it off once, so it's been running for like 4 hours now, and it's doing well. It has not gone past 190, so that's pretty great. Oil pressure staying at about 45, 50. It's a good running rig. But yeah, we're less than an hour away from our destination. Don't know what I just ate, but I ate it. Yeah, just about under an hour over from our destination. And God, so exciting to finally do one of these, and it's just been a blast. I'm glad my dad came along. He was a huge help. Probably wouldn't be right here where right now without him. At least not in a timely manner, I can tell you that. So much appreciation to him. Really thank you to the seller who let us bring it back to his house and wrench at his house. It's been a great time. So yeah, let's keep on trucking.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Ooh, we're going past all these farm fields. It is humid. Woo! Burning my eyeballs. Oh wait, there's some cool air. Someone's sprinkling. Someone's watering. That's nice. That's nice. And back to you. Yay!
I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day.
Alright, we just did our last fuel stop. We think this thing's getting around 10-11 miles to the gallon, somewhere around there. Nothing too fancy, but we know it's having carb issues. I can't do that while there's a cop right there. Sorry y'all, there was a police officer. I had to drop the camera. But yeah, we think it's getting around 10-11 miles to the gallon. Nothing too fancy, but it's been running like for a solid 4 hours. I mean, this thing's a champ so far. Still no temperature changes. It's just a good truck so far. And I think we're gonna make it home. We're only about a half hour away, somewhere around there, and we should be good. We should have enough gas now to make it. No more stops. Just get there and park.
Way back a year ago.
It's been a long, hot 2 days, but we're finally in town. Only a few minutes away from my house. So, we fucking made it! Woo! Hey everyone, as you can see, we made it. It's been a couple days. We had to get my dad out of here. It was late, and we just had to get him packed up and out of here, so that's what we did. The truck is here. It made it. It was wonderful. Didn't overheat. Didn't lose any oil pressure. It was great. But we did not fix the oil leak or the transmission leak. Also, rear diff leaks, and not from the cover, so that's going to be fun to fix. But all in all, it just has a couple little quirks that need to be figured out. It needs a lot, I think, for the cooling system. Right now it works, but I don't know if you guys saw this or not. The transmission lines are a little bit to be desired. So I don't know if that means this tank is shot or what. So I think I'm going to need to address the cooling system at some point. But right now it's a running, driving truck. You know, once I replace the starter, because I still haven't done that. Once I replace the starter, it'll be a running, driving truck, because right now it doesn't want to start anymore. So there you have it, guys. We made it. It was 2 hot days, very hot days. I said this was a light revival, but this truck basically threw everything at us that any other revival would. We need to replace the starter. It needed radiator hoses. It needed brakes. It still needs some carburetor work. That carburetor probably needs to be taken apart and cleaned up, because it does have some slight bogging issues, or like a lean pop sometimes. But other than that, I mean, it ran for 4 hours straight and never skipped a beat, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm excited to get working on it so I can actually have a truck to where I can actually go get more cars, or if there's a good deal on an engine or something, I can go get it without having to ask someone for help or get that buddy with the truck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ecstatic that this truck is here. I think we got a good one. I missed 2 days of work to go get this thing, so sorry, Tito. You'll probably see this. Well, you'll probably notice that I haven't been there before you see this, so my apologies. But I'm happy I got it. Big plans for this thing is none, really. I'm going to make it a reliable driver, which means putting a starter in, going through the carburetor probably, and probably doing something with the cooling system, because it needs a thermostat in it. It needs probably a radiator, maybe, because it does look rough where those transmission lines go into. I need to do something with this exhaust before it rusts through itself. But this is what happens when you guys just throw on headers from how you get them with that black paint on them. That's what happens. That's why you saw me sand and paint the headers that are on my Impala, because I didn't want that to happen. So basically this was a proof of concept that I can do a revival. It was sort of a confidence boost for me, if you will. But you guys, we made it. Channel's first revival. Big thank you to my dad for coming out and hanging out with me and helping. Between the two of us, we brought the right amount of stuff to get this thing going. So this actually helped me with a big checklist for many other revivals that are hopefully to come, as soon as I can have the money to go get revivals, just because I enjoy working on these old things, getting them going and driving them home. I think it's a kick in the ass, to be honest. But I'm happy I could get a revival video out for you guys. I'm happy I could do it. And my biggest advice for anyone that wants to do something like this, just do it. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time, but if you have a general basic knowledge of cars, you can do something like this. It didn't take much. It did not take much at all. This one was easier than others will be, I'm sure. But if you don't know what you're doing, just do it anyway. That's what I've been doing, and it's been working. So, see you guys.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever